Welcome back with another episode of the Pioneering Perspectives podcast. My name is Michelle Kirsten Tubbs, Strategic Operations Specialist at Pioneers 21, and I'll be your host for today's episode. Today, I am joined by LacSense, Md Mamunoor. He is the founder of LacSense. LacSense is a wearable microneedle patch that enables continuous real-time lactate monitoring through a mobile app. Designed for painless home use, it helps post-sepsis patients track recovery through continuous psychological monitoring. I'm also joined by SenseCube, Carlos Hernandez Castro. He is the founder of SenseCube. SenseCube is a wireless braille accessibility device redesigned to be ultra slim and thin enough to mount directly on the back of a smartphone. This compact design transforms it into an everyday carry tool, giving visually impaired users instant tactical feedback wherever they go. So MD is the first place winner of the P21 VMS Pitch Challenge, our fourth annual, and Carlos is the second place winner. Thank you guys for being on this episode. I'm very excited to have you guys on. I'm interested to see the conversation and where this goes. Thank you guys for being with me. How are you guys feeling? This is a week after the fourth annual P21 VMS Pitch Challenge. How are you guys feeling post-win?
I'm excited and pretty much, honored to be here after winning the competitions, and especially the 1 month journey that I spent with Pioneer 21. Now I feel like I have come to my home to share my feelings with you guys. So yeah, it's a great feeling.
Yeah, likewise. I mean, I feel really excited to be here with you guys. So yeah.
So I kind of want to go back to before Pitch Challenge. So you both were in the Minors Pitch Challenge from the University of Texas at El Paso, and it was the Minors Pitch competition. You were in the fall semester, right? And then MD, you were in the spring semester. So you both were winners of that. You were first place, right, for minors, and then LacSense, you were second.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see a little bit about your beginning, right, because you went into minors pitch competition with an idea, something that you guys had already kind of established, right? So before the VMS prep sessions, what stage was your venture in its journey? Were you guys early stage? Were you guys still developing the prototype? Were you guys in early customers? What stage were you guys at? And what were you looking to gain from the pitch competition at Pioneers 21? We'll start with MD.
Yeah, thank you, Michelle, for giving me opportunity to talk about my first podcast. So yeah, I was glad. The thing is that I attempted the Minors Pitch 2026 Spring one, because I wanted to be there to start my journey with my project, because I was developing my project because I'm a PhD student, so I was developing my project, so I wanted to tell the story to the whole university, and that was one of the great opportunity to start. So I applied for that one, and then luckily with all the workshops and all the guidance from the Mike Lawyer team, I became second. Then one of the workshops that you guys from Pioneer 21, you, Andrew, Destiny, you came to the workshops and you informed us that, okay, guys, we have another pitch competitions coming up from Pioneer 21. It's a prestigious competitions we're hosting for the fourth time. So you can join because you're already in the part of the minors pitch, so you can get the direct entry. So we got excited. And I saw like a couple of, 3 or 4 workshops was there one. In terms of business idea, business models, IP, and pattern process. So I got really interested about those stuffs. Then I got the competitions in the minor speech, and I thought that, okay, let's spend one month with Pioneers 21. I think that's a great opportunity to learn those steps rather than winning a competitions. I came here, I was not expecting that much, that okay, it will be a workshop, but when I came here, I saw a huge change, like a huge preparations by the Pioneer 21. I never felt that, okay, it's just like a formality. No, they really wanted us to learn, and we learned a lot. They gathered a lot of intelligent minds, mentors, and panels. So we got a great feedback. The main challenge was in the Pioneers 21 page was you had to say your story in 1 minute.
Yes.
So when you hear that 1 minute
For the student track.
for the student track, and because we already presented 5 minutes in the minor speech, so you need to tell the whole story in 1 minute. That was really tough. Oh my God, I was so frightened that how I can accumulate everything in 1 minute, because I was working in a mid-tech work, so it was so tough to. But you guys, I mean, the judges and the mentors are so amazing. They gave us the perspective. Okay, you can divide in this way. And one of your question was which stage was. I mean, I was developing my sensors. So I have two things. One is the main device, and another one is the sensor. So I have developed my sensors in the lab.
So are you in prototyping?
Stage.
Okay.
Yes, prototype stage. So while completing this page, I was prototype stage. So I learned all those things from the workshops. I got the feedback from the judges, and I truncated my extra things. So I came up with this pretty straightforward, so judges can understand the idea in 1 minute also. So it was really helpful journey. I really appreciate the journey that you guys provided us to come up. And finally, yeah, I won the competitions, and I'm here. I'm talking with Michelle.
So I'll move on to you, Carlos. Same question. When you first applied for the pitch challenge, what stage were you at? Because I understand you already had the cube, but then you decided to shift gears a little bit. So what stage were you in, and what were you looking to get from the competition itself?
Well, when I started on for Pitch 21 competition, right, I had a prototype design, and it pretty much, I had a working version of it, but it didn't do the things that I was hoping for it to achieve. So I wanted to make it faster, a faster prototype, a more in a certain way more compact prototype as well. So I was hoping to achieve both in a certain sense, just trying to see other people that will probably help me out on the process of making my prototype, from bringing it from the current stage that it was, and just bringing it into a upgraded version of it. Because before it did some it showed Braille, my devices for visually impaired individuals, and make text into Braille, and that main function was available. But the thing that I'm looking now is trying to make that more compact. And so the technology that I was using before, microsolenoids, I will probably not be using them as of right now, since I will be moving to another sort of technology. And what I was hoping from the Pitch 21 competition was pretty much just mentoring in the sense of how I can evaluate my idea and bring it to the next level. Just trying to meet as many mentors as possible, or people that will be able to help me out to bring the idea to a better stage. Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want to give the audience a little bit of a background in what you guys went through for those 5 weeks. So Carlos, you were with us from the very beginning. LacSense, you joined a little after, just because there was that overlap with the other competition that you were part of. But first, we had the two first sessions were with instructors. We had the first session on intellectual property and patents. And we had some gentlemen come in, and they talked to all the ventures about, what it takes to have a patent, what it takes for copywriting, for intellectual property. And we had those attorneys come in and help out, and partners from UTEP as well, to really get a background in what it takes and the capability that the ventures really need. And for the second week, we had market sizing workshop, and we had an engineer come in, and he taught you guys a little bit about the TAM, SAM, and SOM. And you looked into your market a little bit to see what you could really address, what you could obtain, and what was at your grasp in this very moment if you were to finish your prototype, by, let's say, tomorrow, right? And so After that, we had mentors come in from our venture mentoring service, which is licensed by MIT. And those mentors came in. We had about 37 who supported the entire program from the P21 VMS program come in to help. And what we did was pitch scrubs. So essentially they came in, listened to their pitch, and they gave live feedback in that very moment. We had 2 hours of that for 3 different weeks. So that's when LacSense, you had come in for that mentoring. And so yes, it was 1 minute. 1 minute of pitching. You guys are traditionally used to the 5-minute structure with a 6-minute questioning period. This time it was only 1 minute. So it's extremely difficult to explain to someone what you're doing, especially as you're both engineers, right?
Yeah.
So especially as an engineer with so much technical background and knowledge, to try and explain to someone who may know nothing about engineering your product and what you're really doing. Because what you both are doing is something that has never been done before. They're innovations and their inventions and their own. So I want to go back to that 1 minute pitch. How did you guys decide, like, okay, I need to have this, this, and this, and it's going to completely explain my product, my model, etc. I'll start with you, Carlos.
Okay. Well, I think the P21 mentors helped a lot in that aspect, because at the beginning, I had an idea of what to do within each slide, but I wasn't really sure how to manage it so well so that everything will fit into 1 minute. So the mentors really made a great job on helping make this story and the slides more compelling to the audience. So I will say that for sure, like the mentors had a huge impact on that. But yeah, I mean, they show how to pretty much explain your idea in a way that is concise, and so that many people can understand your idea and what you're trying to share.
So what exactly did you share?
So I shared, you mean like my device or
Like
how?
the pitch.
So I structure it in a way that first I was gonna show like a little story, right, for everyone to be able to put their shoes on what I was trying to make, and then after that, since it was a short time, I showed the product that solved. I put like the main problem, right, and then after that I put the solution that I was trying to make. And then after that, I was just explaining how this was a compellable product, why it was a good product to make, and lastly, why people should help me on developing this further.
The ask.
The ask. I didn't thoroughly show the technical aspect within the presentation. I was mainly showing the problem and then the solution that I was trying to make. But I didn't really go through that technical background because I didn't want it to like, you know, there's many people that probably, it will take longer than 10 seconds to explain how it works. So I decided to just do like an overview of how it will work. And then after that, if they decided to ask me like a few questions of how did it work, that's when I was trying to like put the time into like, this is how exactly it will work. It will connect to your phone. But on the presentation, no, I did not. I was not really technical on the product side.
Well, I think the way that you accomplished it during the pitch challenge, the judges were really able to understand and like grasp the idea, and especially having, you know, like that physical model with you, the prototype with you, that really helped them understand like, okay, this is viable, this is something that he can push forward with and create into a reality, you know. So, and I think you did a great job with the questions too. It's super important to make sure that you're clear and that you answer the question straightforward rather than like jumping around. And you did that. So I just want to commend you on that. You did a great job with the questions. So I'm going to move on to MD.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about how you crafted your pitch, especially being 1 minute. I think yours is a very interesting model because it has to do with the medical field.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that process.
Yeah, it was, to be very honest, it was frightening. Because when I pitched like the first time in the Mike Lawyer team, it was 7.5 minutes. And Nicole was, no, Mamoon, you have to be pretty much sure that you complete within 5 minutes. Then I crafted that in 5 minutes and I pitched. Then after like 2 or 3 days, you guys made a next program called Tacos and Tequilas. That was
Yes.
4 minutes. So
That's
I
our
have,
fan favorite event.
yeah, that was excellent. So I have 2 days to trunk it from 5 minutes to 4 minutes. So then I did. I somehow did manage that one. Then when I heard that, okay, now you have to do like the biggest thing is in 1 minute, I said, no, this is not my game. I was so like lost when I come here for the first time. I haven't made any slides. So
You came with your 4-minute pitch, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I came up with the tacos and tequila slides, and I wanted to like talk with the judges and the mentors that how I'm gonna craft to those lot of informations in 1 minute. So I saw a couple of presentations, especially I would say Sebastian's presentation, Doska Design and Manufacturing. He was great in terms of like crafting all the slides in 1 minute. He was great in times and great in presentation. So I saw his presentation. I saw Carlos' presentations. Then I go, okay, I need to craft in this way. Then one of the judges, I don't remember, probably it's David. He was also the judges. I'm not sure.
David Merrick?
Yeah,
He wasn't the judge.
he was in the
No,
judges,
no.
but
He was pitching with you guys.
yeah, he was pitching with us,
Part
but
of
he was
tech
one of the
track.
judges in my minus pitch.
Okay,
so,
okay, yes.
So he gave me the perspective. Mamoni, you have the judges' rubrics. So you need to stick on that. So you have like 5 things: problem, solutions, target audiences, opportunity, and the ask. So he made like the very much simple for me. And also, so I tried to accumulate everything in the 5 to 6 slides. Then the last day, I remember I was presenting here, like in 2 rooms. The first presentation was good. The judges was, okay, yeah, you did great. I feel, okay, I cracked it. Then I came to the next sessions. It has the mighty Albert Alvarez as a mentor. He's here a lot. He was great. When I did my presentation, he pushed me in some questions and I was blank. Okay, till now, whatever I was thinking, no, that was not complete. And he really gave me some perspective that, Mamoon, you have to tell the story in a coherent way, because in some point you are missing the connections between the slides. So I got the feedback and I took that feedback in a positive way, and I thought that, okay, he really wants me to improve. And I had like if I remember correctly, I have like a 10 to 15 days to come up something. Then I worked on that, and that pushed me in a situation that, okay, I come up with a very much clear idea, and I realized that how much 1 second in your life is so important to accommodate all those stuffs in 1 minute. And I truncated a lot of extra informations. I didn't mention about the tech part. I just wanted to tell the judges and the audiences that, okay, this is the thing, this thing will do this way, and you will get the benefits in this way. So if you want to know more, we can talk after the pitches. So that was those 2 things that I would say that Pioneer 21 has made the participant pretty much clear about the documents that, okay, we need these, and the judges will judge on these rubrics. So you need to keep on. That was I would say Andrew was pushing me. He was Mamoon, you need to be pretty much sure about your things, because we're giving 1 minute pitch. And definitely the mentors and judges feedback, all the ecosystem really helped me to achieve the impossible thing. I was thinking that no, that was not achievable, but finally, luckily I did, and now I'm here.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
And I kind of want to touch on something that you mentioned earlier, that 1 minute was so important to your guys' lives, so crucial. So I want to take it back to pitch day. So that was a week ago. What was going through your mind as you were about to present when you were up on stage? I'll start with you, Carlos.
I was going through my mind. I was nervous for sure, because all this time practicing, right? Because it's a lot of training and practice before showing everything up what you have been doing so far. So there's for sure that nervousness that comes beforehand. But once you're on stage, you kind of forget about how nervous you were, and you pretty much just you're showcasing how much hard work you have been putting into your own idea and trying to sell it to other people so that they can understand it. And I think that's beautiful, in a way that there's a huge amount of work you put into something and then you show it to everyone else and then everyone else is able to see what you have been doing. And I mean, that is pretty incredible because you never know what happens from that pitch. You know, you can like inspire people. There's like huge opportunities that comes afterwards. So for sure, there's like before pitch a lot of nervousness, but afterwards it feels really great. Hmm.
Yeah, I would say that I was struggling to make the slides, like how I'm gonna make the slides in 5 or 6 things. So combining 2 or 3 slides in one way or one slides, and also dividing the time into that, you know. So my main challenge was to make the perfect slides less crowdy, more understandable, because we are having a 9 judges. 9 judges means you have a diverse audiences. So you have to cater
From
everyone.
many different walks of life, many different backgrounds.
Professionals, backgrounds, and you will see a lot of audiences from different, you know, sectors. So you have to cater the all diversifications, you know. So that was one of my challenges, that okay, how I'm gonna make the slides more understandable, less technical, and also, you know, digestible to every person. That was my first challenge. Another one is to be in on time. So in my life, what I always focus that try to maintain the process. Don't think about the results. So whatever.
Don't go off script.
No. You have to be. I mean, you have to be think about whatever is in your hand. So the two thing is that you need to tell, because you are here to tell the story to the people. So they might like it, they might not like it. It's like a 50-50, but whatever you have, you need to try and you need to keep the process going on. So that's the thing I did, that, okay, I listened the mentors, I listened the feedbacks from my well-wishers. I really wanted to correct myself, because I don't believe that whatever you will think that is the absolutely perfect one. You need to listen to other people's perspective also to make that one much more perfect way. So yeah, I mean, to combine all the feedbacks and make it digestible to everyone, and also be on time, because 1 minute also, it's not like you winning the competitions. It's that you have to be pretty much disciplined and respectful of time, because time is priceless. So that is the one thing that I learned from these competitions, and I must appreciate Pioneer 21 to push me in that level and keep the process going on. Yeah, that is the thing.
Well, I want to say, I think you both inspired so many people. We had many of the audience members come up to us after, letting us know like that they loved your guys' pitches and that the potential that both of your products have on people's lives. And many of the audience members were like, you know what, like I want to do what they did. Like I want to come back and I want to pitch. Like they did so great. And I think the mentors were blown away by both of you. So I want to commend you both on that. What surprised you of the level of competition at the pitch challenge? Because there was 9 students on your guys' track. We also had the service track, the product track, and the tech track. So tell me a little bit about your perspective on the level of competition. I'll start with you, Carlos.
What I liked about this sort of competitions is how organized it was. Like Pioneers 21 did an incredible job at organizing this. And also what surprised me the most was how diverse each pitch was. So it was like some people were pitching some healthcare aspect or any a venture regarding healthcare, and then another venture was pitching something more about manufacturing, and another venture was pitching like some software, right? So it is incredible to have a lot of like-minded people who are pushing innovation in a closed space, and I think that's awesome, because it even though it's so diverse, the amount of people that are willing to push forward innovation that is on a room, it's amazing. And I think what you guys did was incredible.
Thanks, Carlos. What about you, Mamunoor?
I would say that it was really hard, because I think that all the 9 ventures those are presenting, everyone was a winner on that point, because it takes a long effort to reach at that type of level of competitions. And you see the people are pitching for manufacturing, people are pitching for some AI websites, and Carlos, me, we are pitching for the medtech, and some of the people are presenting like already they have the business, they are already getting the revenue. So it was very hard to see the level of competitions in that level, and I was nervous. Nervous in a positive way that okay, whatever you are doing, so you are competing in a top way, in a top level. And I really appreciate all the guys that how they crafted their story to tell the peoples. And I also learned a lot that how they're thinking on their business, or like that, how, on their ventures. And apart from that one, I will also say that Pioneers 21 gave us the opportunity to learn about the other tracks also, like the product track, the tech track, and the service track. So those people are already like on that stage that they are going to scale from their own. So we had the opportunity to learn that okay, how they're thinking, because those are in our future stages, and you can get some kind of idea that okay, how you need to navigate those steps, and what are the next things that you need to think from now on. So in terms of the competitions, in terms of the experience and learning, and also getting the feedbacks from the 9 different judges, that was amazing. It was not that, because we had only 2 minutes to talk, have
For
a
the
conversation.
Q&A.
But I had I would say I spent 1 hour with all the judges. I talked with everyone that what do you think about my pitches? What do you think that I need to develop? What do you think that I need to consider if I move forward in the future? So they gave their really priceless opinions. And overall, I mean, it was a great competitions. It was a great ambience. You have pretty much a lot of intelligent audiences. So I would say that it was tough, but it was worth it.
I'm glad to hear that. And I think it's great to see the level of community that is being built here in El Paso. Like you said, Carlos, the innovation that's being built here. And that's incredible to see an ecosystem like that building in El Paso. So I want to take it to, I guess, another level. If a student is listening right now to this podcast or watching us on YouTube, what is one quick takeaway that you can tell them as advice? A piece of information that maybe someone told you that you've taken and that's changed the perspective of your business or of your life. We'll start with you, Carlos.
I mean, I will say go for it if you have an idea, because there's for me the Sense Cube was something that it was oh, I have this idea, why has nobody else perhaps thought about it? So if you have an idea about anything, just please go and pitch, because you never know how many people you're able to influence with your ideas. And it's your idea. You everyone has different ideas, so yes, I mean, just go for it, go pitch your idea, and you got this.
I got chills. What about you, Mamunoor?
I would say that idea is priceless. Don't confine them in your brain. Just go for it. Tell your story to the rest of the world, and believe in yourself. Otherwise, if you don't believe yourself, nobody will believe in yourself. So if you have an idea, pitch it to the world, and who knows that you can be the next, motivator or the influencer in the world that can change a lot of things in a positive way in the world. And believe in yourself, yeah. Otherwise, it's one life. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for being on this podcast.
Thank you so much.
This has been a very inspiring morning for me listening to both of you.
Same for
And
us.
I'm very happy that you both were winners. You both are so deserving. And I'm excited to see where you guys go from here next. So thank you for being on this podcast.